EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And this one's incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd. Short.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Real. 50, Mike, 50. Real. Go. Shoot. Watch the shoot. 50.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First down, Broncos.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 37.
Mayfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
King! Hey, echo! Check Mike 50! Mike is a 50! Check Mike 50! You're not ready!
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on.
And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Play action now, Prescott. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to. Instead, second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially to play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This will be fielded at the 6.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mayfield on play action. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Damiere Byrd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's got his tight end, Burton. That one goes for 8 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Prescott off play action. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He's able to do that on that play and picks up a first.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, Hey, orbit.
Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing, Mayfield. Completes it to Samuel. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Check 52.
Mayfield looks to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Broncos on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield now. Taking a shot for Samuel. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Here's Carson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. It's a 69-yard punt. 69 yards. Wow. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. 49. Hurry. Bravo. Mike's 50. Run. Mike's 50. Let him know. I got it.
First down, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
I'm here all day.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Marr is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run again with Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Prescott. This one into the hands of Burton.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Hey, kill. 47. Go. 56. Check 56. Stop your whining. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the curl.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, kill.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run again with Hunt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him. But he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, dude.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And Eifert has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time. And now it's 1st and 10. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Got his man, it's Eifert. And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Marr now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Now it's Hunt. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, you draw 4.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and 2.
Regular.
At the Chargers' 47.
On second and very short, Mayfield escaping. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mason Foster. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On third down, Mayfield. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. They'll run on first down. Hunt. In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago. On second and 9, Mayfield is going to let this go for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The Broncos on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Box truck.
Mayfield to throw it. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Prescott. He's got his man, Boyd. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Carson. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do